Handy Dan was another lumber hardware store that predated a lot of other home improvement stores that came about in the 1980s and late 1970s. Which I mean Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards. I can't find the specific date of when it was first opened, but it does say around the 1970s. And actually, the people who actually founded the company were fired, which is not funny, but the people who founded the company were fired, and they actually started another company that we know as Home Depot, and which became their ultimate competitor, which was one of the things that made Handy Dandy go out of business was Home Depot, as well as Lowe's. But it's kind of silly how the two CEOs founders who founded the company basically were forced out of their own company. They founded another company that closed their original company. It was founded by Arthur Blank and Bernie Marcus. Handy Dan, sorry, not Handy Dandy. Handy Dan was founded by Arthur Blank and Bernie Marcus. Then they were unexpectedly fired from their own company. The next year, they acquired, like I said, they started their own company again called Home Depot, which is a successful company that is still in business today. This is the same situation that happened to Sol Price when he was forced out of his company, FedMart. And I believe it's still around the same time that he was forced out of his company, FedMart. Then he founded his company, Price Club, that ultimately became Costco. But still, this is the same situation that happened. FedMart went out of business and was forced out of business because a lot of people were going to Price Club. Handy Dan went out of business in 1989. Most of the locations became Channel Lumber Company locations, which I just mentioned before this video. And those ultimately became Rickle Home Centers. They also went out of business in 1994. Thanks for watching this video on history of another defunct home center called Handy Dan, that ultimately the CEOs founded Home Depot, which is still a successful company today. Thanks for watching this video.